Hey, welcome back. It's Eric Arnold, the Big E, here in the Sports Barn. And we've got three free MLB picks for you here on this Wednesday, the 11th of August. 3 free picks. And, these picks, I guess we're going for 14 in a row. We got 11. 11 winners in a row here in the Sports Barn. 11 winners in a row. Our guest handicapper, Pittsburgh Louie, he must have bet 15 picks last night, it seemed like. But he got 2 units to the good last night. So he continues to do well. I'm smoking hot. Hey, if you're here for the first time, lucky you. We're red hot here, so don't screw up the momentum. All right, what did we do last night? I don't even, let's see. There it is. We had Dodgers and the Astros, both shutout winners. Dodgers, the game rained. He had a great pitching duel matchup going there, and then big thunderstorm knocked out both Scherzer and Nola. Leaving it to the bullpens, advantage Dodgers, advantage me, and the Dodgers went through to get the W, so did the Astros. 11 in a row, I keep saying that. I mean, what else is there to say? So I don't have a hell of a lot else to say here today, I saw what the hell's the kid's name? Andrew Cuomo. I guess he did resign. A friend of mine texted me that he's in big trouble. I guess if you consider big trouble that you're no longer the governor of New York, sure, he's in big trouble. Other than that, he's not going to be arrested. He's not going to be put in jail. I doubt he'll even be sued civilly. And if he does, he'll probably skate. It's, sure, great. He's a bad guy, and I'm glad he's getting some punishment because he wouldn't have resigned on his own had he been left to his own devices. So it must make him somewhat sad to have to resign. Good. If something bad happens to Andrew Cuomo, good. He'll just be replaced with somebody just as bad. So, what happens in a blue state is almost, I don't really care. It's like, they get what they get. That's democracy, I guess. Democrats want to elect Democrats. Knock yourself out. You get what you get. So go ahead. Replace them with someone worse. All right. Let's put up here what we're doing Wednesday. We're going to come right back with the Astros. They were good to us last night. I see no reason to come off them. It's a premium team. I keep saying that. The Astros, I believe, are going to win the West. The A's won't go away. I'm a little surprised by that. But you know what? The A's, they did a little sneaky stuff at the trade deadline that's paying off for them. Their bullpen's improved. They brought in the sheriff from the Cubs, Chafin. He's a sneaky good pickup. So the A's continue to threaten the Astros. Ultimately, I just don't think they're going to have enough. The A's are a good team to bet. That's always a team you like to look at as far as betting because they generally overachieve in the regular season. But then ultimately, when it comes down to the playoffs, they just don't have enough. That's your 20-year, going back 20 years to the beginning of Moneyball. That's how it goes, that the A's just never have enough. And when the playoffs roll around, you can pretty much just cross off the A's. But up until that point, I think they're going to continue to push the Astros. The Astros got to keep playing well to stay ahead of the A's. You got to win the division. You don't want to end up in that one-game playoff. It's possible if you end up not winning this division, you might not be in the playoffs at all because both playoff teams potentially could, or wild card teams, both wild card teams in the American League could come out of the East. You got 4 teams there. What'll probably happen is those 4 teams will just beat each other up, and they'll all end up with, say, 90 wins or so. The second place team in the West probably is going to get one of the wild cards. But nevertheless, the Astros know they need to win this division to really, really have a good chance to go back to the World Series. You're playing a bad road team here. The Rockies have to come right back out. Short turnaround, one of these goofball 2-game American National League Series where you fly in and you're out there in 36 hours, 2 games later. And just seems like a real easy place here for the Rockies to just kind of go, yeah, right, well, that was fun and all. What's next? Where are we going next? So I don't think the Rockies are going to put up much of a fight here. It's a steep price, but these big favorites have been paying off here since, basically since we told you they were going to start paying off. That since the All-Star break, certainly the trade deadline, it's go time. Everybody that made the big moves to get into contention, now is the time you're playing your best ball. Now is the time that you're putting your best foot forward. No more screwing around. No more kicking games away to the bad teams of the league. The Rockies on the road are one of the worst teams in the league. So there you go, Astros. Cards, Pirates, again, you're talking about a truly shitty team in the Pirates with a shitty owner. And that's what it all boils down to basically is a lot of sports betting goes to the ownership. People keep saying things like, well, what does it have to do with what a team did 20, 25 years ago? All those guys none of them are still on the team. Nobody's there that used to be there 10, 15 years ago. What does it have to do if the Pirates 10 years ago lost to the Cardinals? That was 10 years ago. Yeah, but the owner's still there. The culture is still there. A lot of that never changes. And the Pirates have shitty ownership. They have cheap, shitty ownership that cares not a whit about winning. Ask the 6 Pirate fans that exist in Pittsburgh, ask them what they think about the Pirates ownership, and they'll tell you. So the Pirates have shitty ownership. That permeates the whole team. That's a loser franchise. One of the great winning pitchers in National League history over the last 20 years is Adam Wainwright. This guy goes out, team wins. He's a winner. And he's going up against the shitty Pirates. Yeah, oh yeah, we're getting good value here today. So we'll take the Cardinals, we'll take Wainwright, we'll lay what really isn't that too hateful a price, even though the Cardinals are pretty average. Against the crummy Pirates, yeah, we'll take the Cardinals. And then this game kills me. It really does. This is one of these that, yeah, you bet with your mind and not your heart. That's what you're trying to do here. Business is business. I like Wade Miley. I like his story. I like what this guy's done this year. This is a guy who's just been a knock-around guy. Just a guy that's bounced all over the National League. He's at the tail end of his career. He's 34 years old. And here, in the sunset of his career at age 34, he's having the best year of his life. The best year of his life. He's already thrown a no-hitter this year. Really, if it wasn't for, say, some higher-paid superstars like maybe Zach Wheeler, Max Scherzer, this guy could win the Cy Young Award. He is that good this year. He is having that great of a year. But, now this is a game the Reds really need to have. They gotta have this game. They're on the edges of contention, But the teams ahead of them made a lot more moves than they did at the trade deadline. They're chasing the Padres. They're chasing the Brewers. These are the teams that are not going to lose a hell of a lot of games. So the Reds really got to win. Christ, they got to win 4 out of 5 games the rest of the way to have any chance at all. And now they're going up against the Braves. The Braves made a ton of moves at the trade deadline because they know the Mets have an impossible schedule, plus a ton of injuries. They know the Phillies are the Phillies. The Braves know that, hey, all we got to do is put an outfield out there, so we'll just trade some of our farm system, rent an outfield, and we're pretty much good to go, and they probably are. So, this is, how many times have the Reds made the playoffs in the last 10 years? How many times have the Braves made it? Yeah, that's your answer. That's your answer. It's winning time now, and one of these teams wins and one doesn't. I'm sorry, Flamingo Kid. I don't want to hurt your feelings since you're one of my only 15 viewers, but that's just how it is. So I'm going to root for Wade Miley tonight. I hope he's the one that breaks the winning streak. How's that? I hope he breaks the winning streak, and you Red fans, then you can talk your smack in the comment section if you like, and I'll take it because I want the Reds to win tonight. I want them to beat the stinking Braves. I want the Phillies to beat the Dodgers tonight. But I actually think that the Braves will beat the Reds. I actually think that the Dodgers will beat the Phillies, but I'm not so confident that I'm going to put that as one of the picks because I think David Price is a bad pitcher. So there you have it. Braves, Cardinals, and then the Astros. Those are our 3 picks to keep our 11-game winning streak. Did I say that before? I have an 11-game winning streak. That's 11 games in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games in a row. Just saying. Okay, that's all we got for you. So, well, let's see if we can keep it going. Come back in here tomorrow with 14 in a row. Maybe it'll be 13 and Wade Miley gets the W. I'd be okay with that too. We'll see you tomorrow. Maybe.